It has now been 125 hours since Category 2 Hurricane Francine made landfall, and for many people, damage assessments continue. Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Devin Bartolotta. Charisse is off. Entergy says power has been restored to everyone who can safely get it, while the city of Kenner estimates nearly 300 homes were flooded by the storm. Lily Cummings was in one of the hardest hit neighborhoods and has more on cleanup efforts.
Elizabeth Pena and her husband are still drying out from Hurricane Francine.
I had sewage coming up in my tubs. Sewage, raw sewage.
They spent the weekend ripping out carpet until...
He said, I tried to get that last bedroom with the carpet out. He says, I can't do it anymore. He says, I can't.
They carried their belongings to the curb using this wheelbarrow, the same way they did after Hurricanes Katrina and Ida. Now, a new date is marked that they'll never forget.
But Francine, it came in and kept rising and kept rising and rising and rising. Next thing you know, he's like, Liz, I need to start picking up. He said, water's coming through all the walls.
Take a look at just how high the water got in their front room. If we use this measuring tape here, it marks just about 10.5 inches.
The city of Kenner said initial damage reports show more than 280 homes were flooded. Mayor Michael Glasser expects that number to rise. He attributes the flooding to high rainfall totals.
I feel would probably overwhelm the pumping capacity, even if all the pumps were running.
2 of the pumps in the Duncan Canal never came back on after the station lost power. Glasser says 3 of 4 of the airport's pumps were also offline.
The airport is all concrete and it just spills into our drainage system.
Now cherished belongings are piles of debris.
But what do? Pray. That's all I can do.
The couple's car was deemed a total loss. They lost kitchen appliances, furniture, and boxes they hadn't unpacked yet after Hurricane Ida.
It's hard to know you don't have any food or anything cold to put your food in, or going to go to the grocery and buy groceries. I took all that for granted. And now, like I said, we're living out of an ice chest.
But she hasn't given up yet because...
God.
And the neighbors that are delivering hot meals and hope. In Kenner, Lily Cummings, WWL Louisiana.
Glazer says Jefferson Parish and the city of Kenner have projects in place to increase pumping capacity, but they're roughly 3 years out from that being a reality.